Yeah.
Did we capture that story about Will?
No, Janet did not want it told.
Oh.
On video.
It's your family, though, right?
Okay, Rhea. Will you tell us that story about how you met Albert?
Oh, hell.
And
I can't remember. Too long ago. I met him. No, I went to, where did I go?
To a
Oh yeah, I
dance.
went to this dance hall, didn't I? And then on the way back, somebody was following me. And then he said, I'll take you home. So then he took me home. So yeah, but he couldn't come to my house because I wasn't allowed to go with an Englishman.
Ah, she's here.
So that was it. That was the beginning.
but when but you started dating him, right? Even though you weren't supposed to, or
Yes,
That was in Holland, wasn't it?
that was in Holland.
and he was stationed there with the
Harry.
Royal Air Force.
Yes.
Okay. And then tell us about when he came to your home in Holland and stayed for a while.
Yeah, I
And
stayed for months. My mother used to say, when's he going home? When's he going home? So, and then, yes, he asked my mum and dad if he could marry me.
and they were okay with it. They liked him.
Yeah, he asked my dad, like, and my mum was in the, going down into the cellar, and she dropped a pan of peas. So, and then she comes, he's asking if we could marry him, you know. So,
Did you know he was going to ask your parents?
yeah, he said that he'll try.
I give it a try. Oh.
So, that was it.
But
So-
it meant you were going to come here, no
Yes.
matter when you got married.
Yeah. So, but then I came at Christmas and we got married for register office, and I could get 2 weeks off, you see, for my work. And then I went back, and then we got married on, is it 4th of May, I think. Yes,
And you got married in Holland.
yes,
Okay. And then you moved here right after you got married?
yes,
Okay. And came right to Bridlington?
yep.
Okay. And what did you think when you came to Bridlington? Was it
I don't know.
like
Went to
how was it compared to
Well, it was an
Holland?
adventure, really.
Yeah.
Because there was a sea there. There's no sea, it was all factories where we lived.
Mm-hmm.
Phillips factories. And they've since closed down as well. They've gone to China.
That's where we used to work, wasn't it? Phillips factory.
Yeah.
Phillips,
I used
what
to
is
work
that?
there.
What?
To make TVs and things like that.
Oh, really?
And shavers and things like that. That's what it started out.
Yeah.
Oh,
I
okay.
still get a pension from them now.
You do? Wow, okay.
Mr. Phillip used to live around the corner from my mum.
Yeah.
Why don't you tell that part of it? So Phillips, your mom worked at Phillips, which
Yeah.
is the same Phillips company we
Yeah,
know,
just,
all the
Met
electronics.
shavers,
Yeah.
TVs.
Radios and all.
But,
X-rays as well.
yeah, Mr. Phillip.
Tuberculosis.
Yeah, they do extra machines, things like that now, yeah.
Okay.
But my mum used to
They did all the
walk.
factory.
Pardon?
We used to walk past the house every day when we would walk into town. It was about a 20-minute walk into town. So we
Yes.
used to walk that way to town.
They had a nice house with all, water around them. What do you call them?
Yeah, trees.
A moat. A moat?
Yeah, right across, right around the
Canal,
house.
it's a canal.
Oh, canal, right. Got it.
I
Okay.
want a canal.
It's full of willow trees, wasn't it?
Yeah.
He was like the hero of the
It's
town.
full
wasn't he?
of willow trees, isn't it? And when did I come along then, Mum? Was it 7 months? Was it? I'm trying to work it out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Yes, I got married on the 4th of May and you were born on the 17th of January.
Wow.
When you went
Right
to...
away.
That's it.
Hey,
Look in his eyes.
Yeah, you went to Effels, didn't you?
pardon?
And the Tees, you lived there for a little while, didn't you?
Yes, St
You first
Augustine's
got, yeah.
Grove.
St Augustine Grove, and I remember being there.
15.
I remember being at St Augustine Grove because they had a crocodile.
What are you saying? Can you say it slower? And
I remember being at St Augustine's Grove
oh, that's the street, St.
because there was a
Augustine's
big
Grove.
crocodile on the fireplace, and you lifted it up to put the coal in, but I put my fingers in it and then shut it, and that's why I remember.
I think Mark still got that crocodile.
Does he? There's a crocodile that you pick
Yes.
the coals up with.
Oh, cute.
So I remember that.
So you lived with Ethel when you first came?
Yes.
You and Albert and what, John was probably there, right? Or was he?
No, John was with
Stephanie.
Stephanie.
Oh, okay. And
And
then,
then she came to live with Ethel. John. And then she went back. Now let me think. She went back. No, she had a office in Hull to, like our Mark, money business. That's what she had.
oh,
But she spent the money, ended up in Holloway prison.
really?
Oh,
Oh my God. Okay. We may not pass this video along to the whole family. Okay. So,
Have you said the bit about the war mother when you were sleeping in the field? When you were in Eindhoven?
Oh, yeah.
Have you said that?
no. What's that story?
Well, that was when the war started and they were going to bomb the station. But yeah, we don't live far from it, you see. It's only about 15, 20 minutes walk. So we all had to move out. So we went near the cemetery, or ended up at the cemetery. There was a field. So we all went there. And then this Mr. Ackerman came in the field, and there was another housing estate, and he says, "Oh, you all come with us." So we all went into his house. I don't know where he slept, but we all got in there.
And that was you and all your brothers and sisters. And there were how many kids?
10.
6
6.
brothers, 3 sisters.
So 10
2
kids.
sisters.
Oh. So
Yeah. So there was
nine kids altogether?
Nine.
Wow. That's amazing.
What are you talking about? Across the road, I had 7 boys, 7 girls.
Oh, that's right.
And the husband ended up he got picked up by the police because he was going mad, and my dad had to stop him.
I'm not surprised.
Yeah. Yeah, 14 kids. That could do it to you.
Yeah.
Yeah, and
Farkham.
Uncle Pete was Uncle Pete got chased by the Germans in the war.
No, Oyan. My brother above me, Oyan, he got chased by the Germans.
They used to go pinching the potatoes off the trains when the train come through. Which
Yeah.
was going to Germany. So they used to slow it down and they used to go and get all the food off it, the locals.
Wow.
Then they got
They used to
chased
go
in
and
here.
just steal, getting potatoes off
They ran into the house.
the train. The ones who fell off and all this. We had no food.
Right.
So,
They ran into the house, didn't they? And said, quick, the Germans are after me.
oh yeah.
That was when they
Ran
were
in
bombing
through the
Eindhoven.
back gate.
Oh, wow.
He says, hurry up.
That's her town?
That's the Eindhoven. That's the Phillips
next
factory.
one.
Oh, wow.
That's the Phillips factory that they bombed.
Oh my
Because that
gosh.
was taken over by the Germans, and there were all the radio for the Luftwaffe was created there. So the English bombed Eindhoven, and that's the English bombing Eindhoven. As you can see, the plane there.
Right.
That's when we went. It was in near the Phillips factory, which is now a hotel.
Oh,
which
really?
we stopped in
Yes.
last year or the year before.
Oh, wow.
So,
That's interesting.
It's a nice Heineken.
yeah.
Nice
Oh,
high
That's,
end. Yeah.
that's the Phillips factory where my mother worked. You see that it's coming out of smoke, and that's the English bombing it because it was radio, all the radios.
Oh, my goodness.
So, and you can, it's not a very good picture, but in fact you can see the Phillips there. Look, can you see the band
Oh,
across
yes.
it? Phillips works.
Oh, for heaven's sakes.
You remember the
Well, everybody
My mum's
works
at that
at
third window waving.
you remember the British soldiers coming in, didn't you?
Yeah, and they were stationed, you know, in the schools and cafes and at the pubs,
Yeah.
and you know, we used to go begging for bread. Got told off. Well, mum and dad weren't allowed to go there.
Yeah. Well, they liberated it all, didn't they?
Pardon?
They liberated it all, didn't they? The English soldiers.
Oh yeah,
And then
yeah.
they all
And we had
stayed in
them
the
stationed at our house. I don't know where we all slept anyhow, because we had 9 kids, and then took 2 Englishmen in. I don't know. I remember Ted. I don't know where his
Put your hand up.
pictures are.
So when you came to Bridlington, you lived with Ethel for a while, and then
Yes.
when did you get your own place? When big guy came along here?
I was in a drawer, slept in a drawer.
Did you really? I bet you did.
First time she put me in a drawer, didn't you, mother?
Yes, and I had 15 St Augustine Grove. Put him in a drawer.
Yeah.
No crib.
But I ended up on the 3rd drawer because I broke that one.
And he was screaming. So then,
I wasn't, mother. I was a perfect child.
and then Ethel used to come in. She said, "Oh, you come in my bed." You'd take him in her bed, and then he was sleeping with her all night.
Aw, you slept with your grandma.
Slept with Nana, yeah. Yeah. She was nice to me, not like my mummy.
All right. Aw. So what was the first house you lived in here in Brid by you and Albert? Where was that?
That was in West Hill.
Wrights Crescents.
Wrights Crescent, 79 Wrights Crescent.
Yeah.
And that house is still around?
Still there, yeah.
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 And then you...
Mark and Ethel lived at the end of the street in a flat. So,
Yeah, Crescent Gate. Yeah.
And then you moved to West Hill?
no, we were on West Hill.
Oh, that was
That is
West Hill.
West Hill,
Oh,
yeah.
I see.
West Hill.
Okay.
Yes, they moved from St Augustine's. And
Okay. And then when did you move to this home?
75. 1975.
75.
Yeah.
Right.
And then that's the only time we've moved, really. 1975, it's the only move we've had.
Right. So how did it come about that you decided to move out to Grindle? Like, what?
Well, I think Albert saw this. It was up for sale, wasn't it? Was
Yeah.
it 22,000?
No, 17,000 mother. £17,000.
Really?
17.
I lent my mum 15, but she won't give me it back. And I was 16 at the time. No, it was Cranswick's had it for sale. And then
Yes.
I think my dad came and had a look at it, didn't he? And I'd seen it, on the way through, because I was working at Scarborough at the time. And then he came, no, my dad was working at York, I was working in Scarborough
Oh, yeah.
at the boat builders.
Oh, that's right.
And then he came to have a look at it, and then he bought it. So that was it. We were in.
Did you look at it before he bought it? Did you come and look at it?
I don't think so.
no, we're just
You
right.
put on your that big wooden box though, didn't you? Spring House.
Oh, yeah.
You painted Spring House on it.
Still on.
And it's still on. We're
Still
still on.
upstairs.
Yeah.
Aw.
And then with that box, I came from Holland with this box full of bits and pieces,
Yeah.
And that was all you came with, probably, right?
Yes.
Wow. And you still have it.
Yep.
That's great. And did you name it Spring Farm House? Or
Well,
was it
that's-
already called that?
It was.
Yeah, it's our Spring Farmhouse.
Oh, okay.
Mm.
Okay.
My mother calls it Spring House.
Oh.
because it's not a farm.
Oh, right. Okay. Spring house. Okay. All right. What other good stories can you guys
Well, my
think
dad's-
of that we
Well, my
should?
dad started making the caravans.
Oh, yeah.
That's why we moved off West Hill.
Yeah.
Because did he start making the caravans here?
No,
No, but it was made at Full Sutton. But it was the company was already running.
Okay.
The company was already running, obviously.
Buccaneer or
Buccaneer.
Yeah.
And then it had obviously had enough money to buy this. Because if you were buying a normal house in Bridlington, it would cost around about £3,000 at that time.
right?
A terraced house, you know what you call a normal house. Obviously, £17,000 was a lot of money. You could have bought 3 houses at that particular time.
Right.
And I think it cost him about another 500,000 to mend it. Because it went on and on and on forever.
Yes.
Yeah.
And it's still going on now. So that's how it evolved. And then he came out, and that's why we're here still. Yeah.
So Phil has 2 signs in his house. Lisette Caravans.
Yes.
So what?
That's where he first started working.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Lisset Caravans.
And then
Then Jim, his business partner, wanted to set a caravan company up, wanted somebody. So my dad's name got recommended. So my dad said, come and meet us in Bridlington, we'll have a business meeting. So my dad took him down to a nightclub. And Jim said he couldn't hear a thing all night. Then afterwards, he shook his hand and says, yes. He'd be a business partner.
But Jim didn't hear anything. It was that they met in a nightclub, a business meeting in a nightclub, and Jim said he didn't hear a thing all night, and at the end they shook hands and they had a deal.
But yeah, he liked my dad, so that was it. So then
That's
the rest-
great. And where was
Caravans,
where was Buccaneer?
just
Where-
outside York.
Oh, okay.
Full
Full
Sutton.
Sutton, who's now, there's now a prison there.
Oh,
There used to be an old airfield where they made, but they used to have planes there, you know, for the war.
so they use
It was
like
all
hangars. Oh,
When we first got there, it was derelict, wasn't it? When we were going up there.
Yeah.
All the hangars were derelict. We used to play up there when we were
Yeah,
kids.
it's all old war airfield.
oh, okay. So there were hangars and things like
Yeah,
that
and
to
the conning
build.
tower was the offices. So the offices all the offices went into the conning tower when they sort of like developed the company.
Oh, okay.
But the company, Jim Harrison bought the company. It was a bus company, Buccaneer, and then they bought that. And then that was when my dad and Jim had packed in, and that was all sold to Eldis Caravans, which is a big conglomerate up near Durham. So they bought the name. So Buccaneer Caravan is still manufactured,
Okay.
but by a different firm. So,
I see.
So that was where it went.
So you can still get a caravan that says Buccaneer on it?
Not as good.
Right. Of course.
But it's still a most expensive caravan.
Really?
Buccaneer,
The
yeah.
best.
Yeah.
Legendary status, yes.
Legendary status, yes.
Yes.
Okay.
So that's how it happened. But when I know when my dad was working at Lisset, he was the foreman at Lisset of the caravan manufacturers there, and then he was always late for work, wasn't he, Mum?
Yeah.
He was always late for work, unlike me. And it took me to. I used to go to school there at Hillthorpe School, which was on the way. So he used to have the firm's Land Rover, and because he was late, he said, "I'll drop you off at the school." And I was sat in the Land Rover, and he took me to work. Says, "Dad, I want to go to school." Oh, bloody hell, what are you doing? So he had to take me back to school. He never thought about me at all.
He forgot about you. I know. I remember one time I was here and he was taking me to the airport in Leeds, I think, and he was driving so fast. A bird flew and hit the windshield. You know, the poor bird had no idea how fast he was coming, and this bird just smacked right into the windshield. I'm sure it was dead, but
Yeah.
he was driving fast.
Yeah. Well, I had another story that it was on the harbour and the car wouldn't start. It was Jack's old van, you know, that green van,
Oh, yeah.
that green Austin.
Oh, yeah.
That I think Uncle Jack gave to my dad. And it wouldn't start, so he pushed it down the slipway. And someone was telling me, he says, oh, just give us a push down slipway. He says, well, at the end of the slipway, it was just water. Anyway, it got to the end and it just finally and then started, and then he backed it back up again.
Oh, it started?
It started, yeah.
Oh.
Because it was either start or it was going in the drink.
Oh, I was going to say, wasn't it just going to go? Oh, okay.
But thankfully it started, and then he backed it back up the slipway.
Okay.
But they did say it was mad.
Okay.
How would you push it down that slipway? But yeah. Well, then I remember when we went to Blackpool, and it broke down right on the seafront.
Seafront. Oh my God.
And I think the gear stick came off. And we were going for a holiday in Blackpool, weren't we?
Was it Blackpool?
Blackpool, yeah, because I remember being on the seafront.
Yeah.
These were here. I think it was me and Peter.
Yeah.
And we laid in the back of the car in the garage all night because he was getting it mended, and then the next thing we were just driving back, so we didn't really get a Blackpool holiday. It was heading back, never to go back to Blackpool ever again. So I just remember sleeping in the garage. But I'll tell you another story. When we used to go to Holland, and my mother, we went. He had a Rover car, didn't he? Fancy car.
Yeah.
That Rover 2000. They're always like his partner's off car. And then my mother used to come back with Advocar cigars, all jars of cigars, what her Opa, and then she used to wrap it all up in her knickers.